If you are Rise Nation, you actually don't. Do you actually think about maybe getting rid of the M8 from the standpoint that Octane is so
Octane, sometimes the M8 not banned using a wide variety of stuff, and I can only say that for a couple other players. I think Formal, we've seen that a couple times.
Yeah.
But typically every other AR, I mean, if the M8's in, you're using the M8.
And with Overdrive and Camo gone, you're going to see a Heatwave and Kinetic from both teams. Now, this opens it up to potentially 2 weapons. I think you'll probably see something like a Psychosis or a Vision Pulse in the CTF, though.
Yeah, and then likely Scythe Annihilator, unless we see somebody mix it up with a Tempest in this one. So yeah, you see Heatwave, Kinetic. Those should be your 2 abilities. There's a potential for a Vision Pulse in Sephi. I think we'll see Annihilator, Scythe coming in a 2-on-2 split.
Yeah, for the CLG side, you're definitely going to see Accuracy run a Scythe. So they're going to go Kinetic, Heatwave, Annihilator, Scythe. Then on the side of Rise, Classic could go Vision Pulse, he could go Weapon. We've seen him use the Tempest before. You see the Scythe come from Accuracy. We both kind of thought that that's the way they would go. And he's going to go Annihilator. So no Tempest in this one. The Tempest is one that we've seen a decent amount over the last 2 weeks. I think a lot more than we saw previously.
Yeah.
But I think players still kind of feel more comfortable with the Annihilator. They've used it a little bit more.
All right, well, just waiting on these guys. So, there's a little bit of a brief period here where you get to hang out with us, and that's just because these players, after the ban protect, they're given 90 seconds really to go in and edit all their classes.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a Shiva class. Shiva gets banned. You've got to take that out. So gives them a little bit of time here to get set up before we hop into the next game.
But you would think 90 seconds is like a lot of time to change your classes, and then you go and play, and you're like,
I remember the first time I played.
I missed that one.
I was a big pusher because, you and I were involved at the beginning of the CWL, kind of with settings and stuff, how it was all going to go, because Ban Protect was new. And I know you and I were like, I want to get downtime as low as possible. The players will figure it out.
30 seconds to change a class.
Yeah, 45 seconds. And then
40 seconds.
I actually play Arena. I'm like,
no.
I got 1 class ready.
I'm like, I have nothing to use. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not the fastest person, but I created 1 class in 60 seconds. Maybe they need a little more time. And, this seems to be kind of a nice happy medium for the players to have enough time and also give us a little time to break down the next game. But CTF is going to be next. Breach, a lot of this is going to be, a lot of flag caps in this can be about great wall runs, great movement, because you're able to kind of shift from the top to the bottom of the map very quickly across top mid. So you're able to get your juke on a little bit, mix it up, get some variety. We see that happen in Uplink. We see that happen in CTF. A lot of times you get some very impressive flag routes, and we'll see who gets the advantage in this one.
In CTF, obviously a huge advantage goes to the team that gets that first cap.
Oh,
if you're able to get that first cap on the board for your team, can't stress that enough, that you are playing from a huge advantage going forward. I think, obviously you're going to look for both of these teams to try and get that first cap. But you see the map now, it's going to be Breach, capture the flag. Score limit's going to be unlimited. This one, 250 flags would be a lot.
Oh, I just noticed that 250 points. Yeah, that might be something we want to change, because if someone gets 250 flag caps, that would be mind blowing.
I don't even know how I would cast that.
That'd be unbelievable. I don't.
And there's a flag. There's another flag.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time to physically do that. That would be amazing. But taking a look there at red and blue, is there a color you think it's easier to push for, easier to get a flag out?
Yeah, it's obviously going to be easier to go towards that green flag on the mini-map now. If you're the side from Rise Nation, you're attacking over towards Broken, definitely going to be easier to get the flag out.
All right, well, let's watch from their side. We're going to start off with Looney. I talked about the routes, how important they can be on this map, because you've got a lot of variety here. He's going to flank mid.
3 dead right away.
Yeah, I don't think he realizes his team already killed everyone. So now he's going to get forward. They're going to spawn them by Palace. Yeah, they're spawning outside Palace. This is looking very good so far. Just loading out the minimap for a second so you can see where players are headed. I'm going to switch to Perplex. He's the man on defense. Not going to matter as he's going to cut down there from Octane, and the flag is out. This is not what you want as CLG, as you are at risk of putting one away so quickly. They try to catch him, not there in time. They've already wrapped the corner, and Slack's got one on the board and the kill at home.
Yeah, I mean, CLG only picks up 1 kill throughout the first almost minute of this game. They get 2 kills.
Not a good start.
And a flag goes in for Rise Nation. Talk about momentum. Really just kind of coming out swinging here. Rise puts a hurt on CLG in the first minute, and we talked about how big that first flag cap is. Just for Rise to get it. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of pace they play. They can slow it down. They can force CLG to kind of run at them. Puts a huge favor in Rise's corner.
It certainly does, and you see Slack there already had an HC. He used that to pick up a kill, and now he's 100 off his Lightning, so he's getting very close to streaks. He found one, too. I would say, don't challenge this. Play it wisely. You have help from Octane. If you wait one more second there, you probably could have had an easy kill, but ultimately going to drop, and Classic has it out. Another one. Is he going to pick up one? Can't pick up a second there. Didn't have enough bullets left in the Man of War to close that one out. Now the pressure is coming in from CLG. Can they get the kill at home? They have the flag out. They've completely ignored this player. Finally, they're going to take him down. Are they going to be able to get it out, though, is the question. They have accuracy kind of pinned back here. There's one more player from behind. He's so tagged up. He's not going to be able to get away.
Yeah, he hit that AC unit when he was actually trying to slide, and it's going to cost them because Classic's going to come in on the pinch, able to take out Perplexed. He's doing a great job using that Man of War. We talked about potential Man of War use on this map. It's a closer range map, obviously move a little faster. You still want those ARs to be able to lock it down at range. You see Slack's body just goes flying there after getting hit by a nade. But now you're going to have Rise play a little bit of base defense as you see the push starting to come in from CLG yet again.
Oh, man, felt like I was watching a Michael Bay movie. And a Transformer just tossed someone.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Body just goes flying. But now we've got Octane here. He pushed under bottom broken, now into glass. You can see he's got the MR6 out. If you're not familiar with the MR6, it is a hand cannon. So powerful. Able to fire that thing really as fast as your finger will let it loose. He's able to get one from behind, a little bit out of range of the pistol, so he's going to use 2 bursts there with the M8 to lock that up. Doing a good job applying pressure, but didn't have anyone forward enough or alive enough to try and get a flag out. Everyone's been cleaned up on the CLG side of the map. And Rise, you talked about the fact that they're on the favored side to start things off. So how do you feel right now if you're CLG? You still okay? I mean, I know you got hit early, but you've kind of closed the gaps here.
I mean, you've kind of come back to earth a little bit where they're not just getting ran over. I wouldn't say they haven't closed the gap. Obviously, the score's still 1-0, but you're doing a nice job, controlling some areas of the map, but still, you haven't had a real strong attempt to get a pull. Obviously, accuracy grabs the flag before, but it was a little bit of chaos. You saw how clean the Rise pull was. Just was not the same way from CLG. It was a little bit frantic kind of going into the Rise base.
Yeah, they kind of killed him in a more staggered way, so they were spawning every few seconds, and just I felt like there was one player after another trying to play defense there, and they did a great job for Rise, whereas on the other side, Rise, when you were on the attack, you got 4 down, had nothing to deal with, and you were halfway across the map before you even had to deal with a gunfight. This is Slack now, kind of playing that position we saw Octane earlier as he was applying pressure on glass. He still has one player behind him, somehow still alive. If he would have been able to turn and pick up that one, wow.
His teammates obviously pick up 2 there right at the end in the kill feed, but he had his kinetic armor. I'm surprised, didn't use it right there. You see a Heat Wave's going to miss there out of Perplex, and Classic's able to pick it up with the Annihilator. Now just trying to hold down this brick side of the map. Zalumi picks up a kill. You expect to see him push up. You see he actually hits the Heat Wave, but falls off the map in the process. Now you're going to have Octane push up. Should be able to get a flagpole. And I wonder if Classic still actually has his Annihilator out. I think it's probably gone by now. Being run down brick side. Perplex, really the only chance to make a play here for CLG. This should be another flag cap. And you see Classic in the kill feed with the Annihilator yet again. That's 3 or 4 kills with the Annihilator on this run. See, Octane's going to pick up one there as he puts the flag in. It's going to be 2-0 Rise Nation.
Yeah, they spawned them out in Palace. They did a good job covering that overextension as a couple players tried to fly through. Rise Nation, great job locking down their second cap. I feel like they have 2 pulls and 2 scores. Really, they've been able to get forward anywhere, just doing a much better job taking advantage of their opportunities thus far in this one, Matt.
Yeah, now going into the second half, CLG going to be attacking broken side, so obviously a better chance to pull some flags, but being down 2 against a tough team like Rise is going to be even pretty difficult.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can kind of hold your head high about if you're CLG. You weathered the storm here on the weaker side. You're now going to have a better opportunity to possibly get some flags through, but I think they need a score early. Not maybe Rise early where they're scoring in 30 seconds, but they need a score in the first couple of minutes.
Minute 30, you'd like to see them get a flag on the board. And obviously then it's more doable. It's still doable at the end, but it's just going to be chaos.
All right, well, here we go. Let's watch this half a little bit more from the CLG side and see what these guys can do to get things going. Let's zoom out, take a look at the break, kind of a 2-2 split. Let's go to the action outside. Felony's going to be the first one to engage. His teammate picks up 1. He's going to almost find a second there. If they could have got 3 down, that would have been a beautiful start. Methods is mid. He's got the Annihilator locked and loaded. Still a little bit of juice left in that. He can connect with 1. There's 1 player in the back of the base. Will the timing work out in his favor? He's almost out. He's almost out, but he still connects somehow. 1 player to the left-hand side. Does he check it? He sees the Semtex goes in. He knows he's there, trying to connect, but Looney does a great job playing defense before he is finally closed out. Perplex now, going to have a flag out. Can he get forward? Trying to wrap outskirts, trying to get away. He's got two players chasing him. Slack, hot on his heels. They see him wrap around the corner, trying to get shots in. The defense is here, though. Perplex might be away. You wanted the early cap. And Octane, he gets it out.
Now he's got the HVK. Now you see Octane just uses so many different ARs. He puts a lot of shots in Perplex. Not able to take him out. Perplex should be able to get this one home. And we talked about how CLG needed an early flag score. Perplex goes big. And obviously now only 150 points away from a Lightning. Be big if he's able to get that. I think he should play for these streaks.
Yeah, well, kind of hop back and forth between mid-control and also Perplexed. He's going to actually have an engagement here right on the other side of Hut here. And like you said, he's so close. He wants to be patient. He wants to wait on the kill. He's able to kill the HC. He knows someone. He's like, you have a car? I have one too, buddy. And let's see how he opts to use this. It might be picked off there by the Semtex. It's not. He saw a player in the corner. It doesn't connect. He's going to get pushed now. His teammate's there to cover him, but still nowhere. Well, actually, sorry, he's a little bit closer with the assist. So he's 75 now off that Lightning.
He actually picks up the points when he kills the HC. So he's only 75 away now.
I thought he tagged him up with the car. Maybe he got some points in, but he's getting very, very close. And they've got a nice pinch here. You have Felony on one side. He grabs one, wins two. That's a big one. They might tie this up. Hurry, that's going to be a cap.
Perplex is going to get streaks off of that too. So he should actually be fully loaded with Lightning in Hellstorm at this moment in time. As you see Felony running that flag down the left-hand side. He's 100 points away. It's actually going to be 25 away from the Hellstorm, but this is going to be a flag cap for Felony, and it's going to be all tied up here. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. CLG trying to make the comeback. Looney comes into the CLG base, cooks him up, but not able to finish off that second one.
If he somehow got that Semtex there like a half second later, got the kill, then Heatwave the second, that would have been one of the sickest returns I've ever seen.
Oh, but yeah, he would have stopped him.
It comes up a little bit short there. The cap gets through just in time. You saw I had Perplex selected. He has those streaks. And the nice thing about that, I mean, in CTF, I think the streaks are more important than any other game type because they can really just stop or lead to a score. You see the car trying to make chase. Slack, though, does get away, and here comes the streak. They missed. Oh, no, they don't miss. He gets grabbed by the last one, but Looney's still here. He can get it out. There's still a Hellstorm, though, that can be used. Let's see. He still has it.
I don't think he used it.
He's here to play defense as well. He gets the kill. Flag should be off.
Well, now you see it's going to be a counter pull here by CLG as Methods gets the flags over by Bricks. Now you see the guys spawning from Rise Nation over in Palace, and it's going to be Accuracy with a Scythe on the OE. He's going to win one. Classic, he's going to drop. CLG should be able to take the lead here, Maven.
Oh my God, this has the makings of a Game 5 right now. They have the one cap advantage. They're on the preferred side, and they're looking to close things out. CLG doing such a good job here in the second side against Rise. Now let's look. It's basically everybody kind of resetting here. Felony was pushing forward. He's able to get one. He's in a pretty good position now because look, he's making the entire team kind of rotate back to him. Two players have to deal with the pressure from Felony. That means no pressure offensively really for Rise Nation.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they still have this Hellstorm as well. So if Rise pulls the flag out, you can always have that Hellstorm just hover high over the opposing players, and you're going to see Classic pulls out the Annihilator. He gets shut down right away, so it doesn't make any difference with it. Yeah, Methods, he's getting close to his Annihilator as well. Looney's going to try and get into the base here. He has one gunfight to his left against Methods, and he's going to have to back down. Not going to win that one versus a player with an assault rifle.
Yeah, but that's perfect. The fact he saw him back there, never mind. Okay, I thought the fact that they realized where Methods was going to be able to allow them to get a kill and possibly get a flag out, but Methods does such a good job on defense with the Man of War, and you can see I have highlighted the flag. Methods doing a good job on defense. This is going to be the icing on the cake. They should have another flag through. Methods waiting for the overextension, but there's nobody there. They're coming too late, and that's another cap through. 4 on the second side for CLG.
And CLG just took over on the second side. Obviously, when attacking broken, you're on the more preferred side, the pros like to say. It's a little bit easier to get the flags out, and you see CLG just blows the game open in the second half. You see the Hellstorm missile coming in, taking out a teammate, doesn't do anything. We haven't seen Methods do anything with the Annihilator. I mean, he's watching the overextension.
He's going to get one. I got a feeling. There
you go. And he's going to have streaks as well. But obviously, 6 seconds left. Nothing Rise Nation could do regardless. It's going to be CLG winning CTF Breach 4-2, forcing a Game 5. So, we asked you at the beginning of the show, make a bold prediction for today's matches. Would you expected CLG Rise to go to a Game 5?
No, because that's actually the one thing that constant in the league is that Rise Nation can beat the teams they're supposed to. They lose to the teams that are currently above them.
I don't think they lose to like the lower. Oh well,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they never do. Like that's been the constant. Is Rise, if they're playing CLG, TSM, LA, whoever it is,
they bash them.
They beat them. They just lose to your optics. They maybe lose to your phases, but they do not usually lose to teams lower in the standings. This would be one hell of an upset because Rise is, in my opinion, without question, a top 2 or 3 team right now. So this would be a big win for CLG, coming off a loss yesterday.
Out of the teams at the bottom, like of the standings, like CLG is one of the stronger rosters of those teams. Like you would say, like Luminosity, like Saints and John, those 2 guys are really good. And then I think H2K is a fantastic roster. I think CLG, with Accuracy, I think Accuracy is a very good AR player. Same with BL Fire. I thought he was good as well. But I think Accuracy just plays at a faster pace that probably suits this team a little bit better.
I think if this was Black Ops 2, BL Fire fits right in. And I love him as a player. But you sometimes get punished in this game for playing slower. I mean, if you play slow and you get full streaks, that's one thing. But if you're not getting streaks and you're not applying pressure, a lot of times, being that iron foot, just it doesn't help you. You need to play fast. This is not Black Ops 2. This is Black Ops 3, and the gameplay much quicker. Let's take a look now at the after-action report. What stands out for you, man? CLG's second half so big.
I mean, just Perplex, 3 defends. 3 returns, 1 cap. I mean, he goes positive with an SMG. You have Methods doing a nice job with the Man of War. Now on the side of Rise, I mean, nobody really in the kills department showed up outside of Classic.
Yeah, really. Classic, the only one. And that's been kind of the thing, the other constant with Rise Nation. Usually they're very consistent, right? When they're winning, when they're doing well, all 4 guys getting involved, that a little bit more of a lopsided effort, and it leads to a loss there. So we'll take a look at the highlights here. It was all Rise Nation early. They scored in the opening minute. But when we get to the second side, that's when CLG gets control, and they really erupt. So that's one thing to watch. If you've been a long time or you're a new fan, that's something you got to think about sometimes. You're a fan of a team, you're watching, they're losing by a couple flag caps. So sometimes when you switch over to that stronger position, you can really kick things into high gear. And you love to have a team that was resilient like CLG. They got down, but were never out of it.
Yeah, I would never look at when you're on a map like Breach, right, and your team loses on that first side, and they're only down by 1 flag, and they go into a side where they're attacking towards Broken. I think you take that kind of scoreline any day of the week. It's almost like Stronghold, right? If you can hold it's like a 0-0 and then you're attacking Mansion, you think your team has a great chance to win that map.
Well, yeah, and we had that's existed in basically every single Call of Duty of all time. I mean, not really in Hardpoint just because of the cycles. I mean, typically that first Hardpoint's in a central area, so you don't really have kind of a lopsided start or finish. But when you're talking about something like CTF or Uplink, there's almost always a preferred side. That's just the way it works. One side has an easier 1-point toss, or it's easier to spawn teams out. And you saw there, I mean, CLG, you might think they're out of it. Clearly they were not. 4 uncontested caps. Great stuff.
So the last map tonight's going to be Fringe Search and Destroy.
I love me some Fringe.
Love Fringe. I think this is one where Octane has another chance to make an impact with the sniper rifle, though.
Oh, for sure.
I think we see
it's probably going to get banned. They? Okay.
It's going to get banned. I think.
But one thing to mention though that's big here, if you didn't follow the patch notes yesterday, one of the big changes was now instead of it starting on ban, so you had an advantage to get to that quicker, there's a neutral section. So you can actually get to protect and ban just as quickly, but they're going to get there faster. The SVG taken out, Octane not going to be able to make an impact with that sniper rifle. That's a brilliant and a must-needed first ban here for the side of CLG.
And now you're going to have Rise Nation get rid of the Shiva. Wonder if Overkill goes during this one as well, because we saw Octane use the Locust. He puts it away. You're going to actually see the Locust go as well. So CLG getting rid of both sniper rifles early. I don't think Octane is going to be a player who's going to use something like the PO6. We see the PO6 used sometimes, but getting the Locust in the SVG out is huge on the side of CLG.
Yeah, it certainly is, and you'll see the second side of those tacticals and attachments coming out as well, Matt. So yeah, the sniper not going to be the player. If this was Elevate and they weren't scared to pull out a couple PO6s, I wouldn't be too worried about it. But I don't know if we'll really see that out of Octane. I think this is going to be an AR heavy map for sure on both sides, and I think that favors CLG.
I don't know if it favors CLG, but I think the ban and protect process, definitely CLG made more of an impact than Rise.
Yeah. Yes. I think that stage favored them. As far as who's going to win the game, and just take a look at the standings. I mean, I would take Rise Nation in any matchup right now. But you've gotten to a Game 5, and this is where, your CLGs, DTs, TKs, those teams
this is where they crumbled.
Exactly. When you take a look at, like, a team like Complexity, if they hadn't been so strong in their game 5s, they would be in like last place.
Yeah.
They'd have 6 more losses. They've won
yeah.
6 game 5s. CLG has to muster the strength here to win a game 5 to try to stay alive.
The difference between the two teams in the specialist draft is going to be Vision Pulse versus Overdrive. We saw Methods do really nice things with Overdrive in the game 2 Search and Destroy. I expect him to do pretty good things in this one, but I think Vision Pulse is one that we have not seen in this series use great yet. I think obviously Octane has potential to make a big play with Vision Pulse during this one.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on those two. I always like to see when you have something different, because we get mirror matches so frequently. When you have a switch, who's going to get the better of the two? Who's going to make more of an impact with that ability or that weapon? So we'll keep an eye on the Overdrive of Methods and the Vision Pulse of Octane throughout this one. Just waiting on the guys right now to set up their classes before we hop into game 5. But week 8, day 2, first game is going to go into game 5. I'm pumped. I love me some game 5s.
It's a good way to start it off.
Well,
right? We have some great matches tonight. We could have a lot of game 5s.
Optic Envy could be game 5. Luminosity Elevate could be game 5. I'm calling it right now. We're casting 20 maps tonight.
20. This would be 5.
We're going all game 5s.
Nah, I don't think
we're going all game 5s, baby.
Luminosity versus Elevate has a chance to not be a game 5.
Well, I mean, honestly, Optic can 3-0 anybody, so it could be. I'm just going off the fact that Optic Envy was like 5-game series last time, but remember, they were playing with Aix. They have Havoc on the roster now. I'm not sure. I really liked Havoc last night. I thought he played brilliantly, but still, he wasn't playing Optic Gaming. They're playing TSM, and I love the TSM squad, but it's not Optic.
A lot of pressure, obviously, if he's going to be filling in tonight going up against Optic Gaming. Obviously, when you play against Optic Gaming, most eyes are on you. It's going to be very difficult for him to fill in. I think Havoc's a fantastic player, though. I think he definitely brings a lot to Envy if they move forward with him. Very good with the aggressive SMG. Now it's going to be Fringe Search and Destroy, our final map in the series. CLG versus Rise Nation, all tied up at 2 apiece. I think you're going to see a lot of action over at the B bomb site on this map. That's the one where most teams are going to put the pressure on.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You see most of your pushes, and that's kind of true for most S&D maps. There's typically a favored bomb site. You feel you have the biggest advantage. You're going to hit that time and time again. I'm sure we'll see some action on A as a couple kills come in and things sort of fall apart. But B hit after B hit is what I expect to see early on. Rise Nation going to be on offense here off the rip, and it looks like it is going to be an M8. For Octane, obviously, as the snipers got banned, and they're going to go A early. So with this catching one off guard, I don't think it will. As aggression comes in fast, they're playing really, really quick here. Felony gets far forward, but they're able to back him up. No one drops for either side. That's the one positive you can take, but pushing through middle, it was wide open. Classic's already got him, but from behind, his teammate picks up one. He's going to check box, able to find one here as well, and they've got a 3-on-2 advantage early.
Fantastic positioning by Classic, and I love the fact that he just doesn't jump around and challenge that guy at the box. Plays it where he has that advantage. He's going to get behind the bomb site, able to take out accuracy. It's going to be Perplex, the last one alive here in a 1v3. Classic, 2 big kills during this round.
All right, well, he's going to make it a 1v2, so that's a big kill very early on in the clock. He's able to find one, but he's got a lot of work to do. And that,
look at this angle from, look at this angle from Looney.
Oh my God, the throws. So sick. Look at, they were both from him.
Yeah.
Come across there. Brilliant stuff there. Wiped off the map. Looney picks up the final kill. So much for an attempted clutch. Sorry, you're missing your legs.
Nice nade spots right there out of Looney.
Yeah,
and he's able to just kind of get on that wall run and just keep jumping and watching if that player is going to be pushing through auto. So really nice angle there by Looney. Expect to see a lot of players using that. So we get closer to the stage 1 finals. It's going to be CLG on offense. Going to be hitting this B site pretty hard.
Yep, the first one out front is going to be your bomb carrier. That's Felony. You don't have to worry so much. It's not as scary to hit that fast because you don't have to worry about a sniper at the back rock. You're not going to typically get one bursted soaring through the air like that with an M8 or any kind of rifle. So he gets in, but he had bomb. So bomb is actually going to be dropped now at top bar, and you cannot lose bomb there.
No, not the best spot to bring it and then challenge another gunfight. At that point in time, he has all the time in the world to get the bomb down over at B. Could have had accuracy look over in barn, but now Classic in another position to make a play here as players lining up in tracks. Looney is actually going to get cut down.
He was kind of trying to flank, I think, maybe try to get into Grandma's and disrupt, but unfortunately for him, there was a player waiting all the way back at Truck and Globe, and they were able to pick that up. So wrapping all the way around now, it's a 2-on-2, but Bomb just in an awful, awful position.
Well, I don't know if Rise knows they have Bomb down, because Classic actually looked like he was pushing up the street, and you obviously would not push up the street if you knew the bomb was down directly behind you. Yeah, Rise has absolutely no idea bomb's down in barn. Now, it's going to be CLG rotating all the way back to get it, just making a circle around the map. They're going to pick it up now. Now, Perplex going to try and get it down.
I wouldn't have thought I had bombed down either. I never would have expected that person to fly in and drop it in top bar. Why would he be
up in top bar? And you're going to see Slack jump out, pick up one kill as soon as the bomb goes down. He's going to try and wait for Classic before they start pushing Methods. I don't think they actually saw Methods around the corner. Methods all the way in this back rock. 1v2. He's going to have one player directly in front of him. Going to win that gunfight, but quickly traded out there by Classic. Picks up 3 kills. It's going to be able to win the round. Actually, he gets 1 during this round.
Yeah, well, he has the 3 streak, which is important, and now he's going to at least get that 8C, and he's going to be close to working on that dart. Yep, needs 2 more kills potentially, but that was an odd round just because, yeah, you didn't expect the bomb carrier to be the guy soaring into barn, so everything kind of fell apart. Players trying to
started out great for CLG. And they get first blood, they get into barn, they get control of B. You have, accuracy set up, watching back rock.
Like,
you
if you
have
get
a guy
that first
up in
blood,
top barn.
if you get the first blood at B, I mean, either push through or just get the bomb down. Just get the plant if you can.
They just played a little bit too over-aggressive there, I thought.
All right, well, let's get back to offense here for Rise Nation. I'm going to stick with Classic for now because he's 3-0. He's going to be setting up at White Truck, and we'll see where he opts to play. It looks like the pressure, they want to go towards A. He gets a couple shots, but manages to stay alive, which is the important part here.
Seems like they haven't really decided which bomb site to go towards. See Octane picking up first kill there on Perplex. You're going to see Classic bringing the HC into the A site.
Yeah, that should be come plant the bomb time, which is you did see Looney rotate over. So he saw the car, got the information. It's such a good scouting tool, but that's going to be bombed down. They're able to pick up one, but the kill does get traded out. So it's going to be a 2v3 for CLG here. A man down. And let's see how they opt to play this one out. Octane, I think, tagged one up back alley. Let's switch over to the bomb site.
Now, Classic's going to be able to get this down, it seems. His Felony's going to be backed off the bomb site. And that's actually going to be Slack coming from Smolder, able to pick up 1. You see accuracy. He's all tagged up back alley. Classic's able to finish that one off. It's going to be Rise starting up 3-0, and we got to get on with Classic. I think he's going to get his dart from that.
Yeah, we'll check it out. He's got to be darn close.
And he was 200, and then he gets the plant
and the kill, so he should definitely have a dart. So we'll see how he uses it. If I remember right, Classic, one of the better flyers, we saw him pick up some crazy kills on Infection, right? I think that was him against Complexity.
When he hit Parasite. Yeah.
Well, I doubt he opts to use it now, but I still want to stay with him because he's so close to the Lightning as well. So
do you not just use it and pick up the Lightning?
Well, let's see. He might opt to. We should be able to tell kind of by how he plays. Yep, he's going to be using it. The fact he ran back like he was going to wait and spawn and use it, and now maybe he's changed his mind.
Well, I guess you're playing pretty well. You're 4-0, obviously. You've been shooting pretty well, kind of getting all the reads to go in your favor here. It's not the worst thing in the world not to use it. I mean, when you shoot like that, there's no reason to call it.
That's not an easy gunfight. He's got camo as well. Pop the camo. You're feeling cocky. Pop it. Go in there with the RK5. He's going to opt to be much smarter than I am.
Sometimes in Search and Destroy, you just start to get on a rhythm, and your timings are just perfect. And right now, Classic's definitely on one of those.
He certainly is. I just want to see if he opts to use any of these, but I'm going to rotate over to the offense now because they've got to get bombed down with 35 seconds left here, and they know right where they are. Look at the map. So everything's basically been discovered. All the information lies in the hands of your green team, Rise Nation. They know they've got them panned. He's going to get out. He is going to be able to find one. They weren't watching the push out through bricks, but it will be traded out. 4-0 Rise, showing why they're one of the best teams in the game, is they're looking to just sweep them out of this game 5.
This isn't close.
No, it's not.
This one's not close.
This has been painful to watch for CLG.
Yeah. See Classic picking up the final kill here. Perplex does a nice job jumping out the window, picking up that one player. Obviously, it was Looney the last time jumping on that wall run. He was able to pick up some kills with the Semtexes, but then he's just not able to get back into bricks.
Yeah, you felt bad. It was like it was cat and mouse, and the cat had them just the mouse stuck. Only one way to exit, and as soon as he came out, they just pounced on him. There's nothing he could do. It was. I don't know, nothing you could do whatsoever when so much information was given to Rise Nation that round. And you still have Classic, who has a dart. He has his lightning. They have the round advantage. Let's switch over to the push here on B, though, see if Octane can get anything done. I want to keep Classic highlighted, just see if he opts to use the dart, but he's actually going to be dealing with pressure from 10. He still has his camo. He's going to find another one. Just challenge me, please. Okay, well, I guess the challenge went in his favor.
Yeah, Method's challenge just doesn't win it. But hey, if you're Classic, you probably thought there was a chance. And accuracy picks up 2 kills there. Puts CLG on the board.
Accuracy, the new guy.
Still not very close.
Hiding in the grass here like a jungle cat. Yeah,
what does a jungle cat look like?
Why do I have so many cat references right now?
Yeah.
That's my last cat reference, I swear. I don't know. I don't even have a cat. I don't like cats. I think I was allergic to cats.
I'm highly allergic to cats.
Yeah, no, you actually are.
That's
why I wanted to get a pet cat and then invite you over.
Yeah, that would actually result in probable death.
Oh no, I wouldn't want you. Not that. Just like your throat swollen, your eyes like crying.
It'd be awful. You see, Felony there just jumps up, gives Slight a very easy shot to hit as Methods actually pops his overdrive and gets into bar and picks up one. But you see, Octane doing a nice job back there. Putting down some shots. He's dead now, but